Well, eventually, the head of Army Intelligence turned to me and says, you know, you figured out the Rosetta Stone of how to make contact. And I said, yes, because you're dealing with the technologies that are going faster than the speed of light. When you go beyond the speed of light, you're crossing into other dimensions. Those dimensions are very intimately related to what I call coherent thought and non-local consciousness. And it gets into that whole nexus of where consciousness and non-locality of mind and thought interfaces with the magnetic and electromagnetic field. And this is really the cutting edge of the science that I'm involved with, as well as the free energy technologies. But this area is the area that, ironically, is least known about in the UFO subculture. What's mostly heard about are the false flag events that have happened and the counterintelligence operations and what they really wanted to do. And, of course, Carol Rosin, who was Werner von Braun's assistant for a number of years, who is one of our Disclosure Project witnesses, and who, for those who don't know who Werner von Braun was, he invented the rocket for Adolf Hitler and then became part of our space program in the 40s and 50s and 60s. And after World War II ended in 1945, we brought him on under Operation Paperclip. But Carol Rosin said that on his deathbed, he begged Carol Rosin to spread the word that there was an attempt underway to stage a false flag, kind of hoaxing of a threat, an alien threat out in space, and that it was all a hoax, and that basically we would go from the Cold War to global terrorism, which at that time in the 70s when she learned this wasn't that big of an issue, to eventually this sort of threat from outer space, which is completely concocted. And, you know, the point I make in the film, Sirius, which again is spelled Sirius, like